welcome back to another unboxing and figure review. Today we have the final figure in the X-Men House of X wave, Cyclops. If you're not familiar with this wave, it builds the Tri Sentinel Build-A-Figure, as you can see here. And this figure contains the left arm for the Tri Sentinel Build-A-Figure. Closer look at side of the box, back artwork on the other side, barcode on the bottom, and the X-Men logo on the top. Closer look at all the figures in the series, the Build-A-Figure, and you can appreciate that artwork on the back. Looks awesome. Little read up there if you want to pause to take a look. So let's take this guy out and get a closer look. So it comes with this accessory. Same blast accessory that we've seen with this figure. And like I said before, it comes with the left arm for the Tri Sentinel Build-A-Figure. And it comes with the same head sculpt that we've seen with this guy as well. Just a different paint scheme. So here he is, guys, outside the box. Closer look at the figure all around. Closer look at the head sculpt. I grew up a big fan of X-Men, but I didn't always like Cyclops. I gotta say, he's probably one of my least favorite characters for whatever reason. Pretty decent paint job on this one. Few paint smudges here and there, but yeah, overall not too bad. So now that we had a closer look, let's go over articulation very quickly. So his head goes back this far, down this far, all the way around. No tilt side to side. His arm goes up this far, all the way around. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. His double jointed elbows are a little bit restricted by his gauntlets or forearm armor, whatever you want to call it. Still pretty decent range of motion. There is an ab crunch all the way down, all the way back, full rotation at the waist. His legs go up this far and back this far. There is upper thigh cut, double jointed knees that go all the way back, cut below the knee, full rotation. His feet go all the way back, or forward this far, and full rotation all the way around, just like every other Marvel Legend. So from what I can tell, it is the Bucky Cap body mold. It is the same body mold as the previous version. Pretty much exact repaint, with the exception of his wrist armor, or gauntlets. Obviously the belt is added to this one, and there's different boots, but the body itself is, from what I can tell, Bucky Cap. Same thing with this guy. So before we do some comparisons, let's take a look at the other head sculpt. Here he is with the other head sculpt. Me personally, I like this one a little bit better. Reminds me of RoboCop. I do not know why. The only cool thing is that this ports in. This blast effect ports in. And it does look pretty cool, if you can actually get them to stand properly. This one has been a real pain for me. I'm sure you can get him in some better poses, but for some reason I'm having a hard time getting this guy to stand. Just to do some comparisons to the other Cyclops. Here's Cyclops from the Love Triangle pack, and so far out of the Cyclops that I do own, this is my favorite one from Warlock Build-A-Figure, and my least favorite is Cyclops from the Retro series. So let me know, guys, in the comments which one of these four is your favorite Cyclops. So just go over a few things that I actually like about the figure. I do like that it's a pretty clean paint application. The gauntlets are pretty cool. The mask itself, or his head itself, is a decent head sculpt. big fan of the belt itself. I'm not sure if this is completely new or not. I'm after going through a few of my Marvel Legends and I don't recognize it from anything. I thought it was going to be the same belt that they used on Magneto, but it's actually different. One of the things you could say that I really like about the figure as well is this blast effect. You can see that it ports just into his eyes. It's pretty cool. It's not something you need to do, but if you're really big into posing, it just gives you a few more options. You can also display it just like this as well, with the blast starting to come out of his eyes, but it still looks good. So going back to the things that I don't really like about the figure, for some reason this figure has really small feet. All the Cyclops figures that I own have really small feet. This guy has been a nightmare to stand, to be honest with you. Maybe it's because one foot is really stiff and the other one's really loose for some reason. Other than the figure being very hard to stand because of one loose foot and one stiff foot and really small feet for this figure, there's not a whole lot to actually say bad about the figure. There is some minor flaws in paint application, but majority of the figure is pretty clean. Even though I'm a big fan of X-Men, Cyclops is not my favorite character. That being said, the figure itself is not a bad figure. I think they did a good job. Personally, I'm probably not going to keep this figure. I'm trying to thin out my Marvel Legend collection. I have way too many. And I don't really need 4 Cyclops. So one is probably going to be sold, and so is this one. This one I'm definitely keeping, and I love Triangle. To me, these figures are great. So that's it, guys. 8 out of 10 is my overall review. Nothing extraordinary about this figure. It is a basic repaint with the belt added and gauntlets. Other than that is complete repaint and nothing super exciting. Now, if you're a big fan of House of X, then obviously it's a must for your collection. But if you're not really a fan of House of X or you're not really familiar with it, it's an easy pass. There are much better Cyclops out there if you can actually get your hands on them. And that pretty much wraps up our review. I want to thank you guys for taking time to watch our videos. Please like, subscribe, comment below if you like our review videos or if you want to support the channel. So thanks again for watching. Keep collecting and stay safe.